Welcome to the Versus Text. I am your host Smith Patel, and today we are gonna to understand about what is object-oriented programming. This first module, first episode, understanding about OOP. Before going in deeper of object-oriented programming, we need to understand the evaluation of code. What was the problem? To tackle that problem, we come up with the object-oriented programming. जब object-oriented programming नहीं था, उससे पहले और approach use होता था, that is procedural programming approach, which is a top-down approach where you are simply writing the instruction step by step. The program execute one after another. Functions over the data simply means the primary focus is writing functions rather than protecting the data. Those functions manipulate. So we are trying to manipulate the functions. We are trying to manipulate the data using the functions as per our requirement. Global state data is often stored globally, allowing any function to modify variables, making tracking changes difficult. If you are not aware of what you mean by global state and local state, simply global data is a data which is globally available and anyone can access it, like google.com. Google.com is available for everyone. Similar way, the global data is available for every function in the script. So procedure programming is clear, where we are gonna to have two main things. We have certain data, and to manipulate that data we have functions. Functions are simply types of instructions which are performed one by one. Now what is the problem in this is the scaling problem. लेट्स से मैंने बोला कि तुम्हें एक प्रोग्राम बनाना है जिसमें तुम्हें तुम्हारा नाम, तुम्हारा एनरोलमेंट नंबर, तुम्हारा यूनिवर्सिटी, तुम्हारा ब्रांच, ये सब तुमको लिखना है और फिर तुम्हें 3 फंक्शंस बनाने हैं. फर्स्ट फंक्शन जो आपका डिटेल्स शो करेगा, सेकेंड फंक्शन जो आपका रिजल्ट शो करेगा, थर्ड फंक्शन जो आपका सेमेस्टर अपडेट करने में हेल्प करेगा. सो आपने ये फंक्शन खुद के लिए बना दिया. अब मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि आपको एक स्क्रिप्ट बनानी है जो एक बच्चे पे नहीं, पूरे यूनिवर्सिटी में जितने भी बच्चे हैं उन सब पे काम करे, ऐसा स्क्रिप्ट बनाओ. आप लोग प्रायली क्या ट्राई करोगे? You will copy paste that same code, you edit the data. The simple path is that only. But there is another path that we are going to explore today. Procedure programming works perfectly for small scripts and simple automation tasks. However, as application scales from tens of to thousands of users or lines of codes, managing the global data and interconnected functions are become the nightmare. A single change in a one function can lead us to unexpected break unrelated features across the entire system, and this phenomenon is known as a spaghetti code because it makes the max. I hope you are clear with the procedural programming. What is the problem? Problem is the scaling problem. Why scaling problem? Because when you scale the number of codes, it will become messy. To build massive software, we need to stop thinking like computer executing steps. Start thinking like humans interacting with world. That is the plagiarism shift of object oriented programming. So object oriented programming में let's give me a glimpse of it. सो सिंपली अभी मैंने बोला आपको एक स्टूडेंट सिस्टम बनाना है खुद के लिए, फिर मैंने बोला आपको पूरे यूनिवर्सिटी के लिए. तो हम क्या करेंगे, हम एक प्रॉपर ब्लूप्रिंट बना देंगे कि भाई हर एक स्टूडेंट के पास क्या होगा, उसका नाम होगा, उसका एनरोलमेंट नंबर होगा, उसका ब्रांच का डिटेल्स होगा, उसका यूनिवर्सिटी का नेम होगा, उसका सेमेस्टर का डिटेल्स होगा, उसके मार्क्स का डिटेल्स होगा, उसका रिजल्ट का डिटेल्स होगा. उससे हम क्या करवा सकते हैं, हम उसका इन्फॉर्मेशन प्रिंट करवा सकते हैं, हम उसका रिजल्ट निकलवा सकते हैं, उसका करंट सेमेस्टर जान सकते हैं, बहुत सारी चीज़ें हम कर सकते हैं जिस डेटा पे. हमने क्या किया, हमने एक ब्लूप्रिंट ऐसे बना दिया, हम क्या करें, उस ब्लूप्रिंट की कॉपी बना रहे हैं, दैट इज अ स्टूडेंट। हमने एक कॉपी दी एक स्टूडेंट को, दूसरे को, तीसरे, इस तरह से हमने लाखों बच्चों को क्या कर दिया, उस एक ब्लूप्रिंट का रियल ऑब्जेक्ट बना के दे दिया। दिस इज व्हाट नोन एज ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड प्रोग्रामिंग। In object-oriented programming scenario, if we say the blueprint that we had created is class and the blueprint is just a blueprint, है ना, वो हाँ एक्चुअल प्रोडक्ट नहीं है। तो एक्चुअल प्रोडक्ट क्या है, हमारा सॉफ्टवेयर। वो सॉफ्टवेयर हमने अलग अलग बच्चों को दे दिया, तो वो क्या, वो एक ऑब्जेक्ट हो गया। दिस इज what simply object oriented programming could be explained. Let's see in a detail mapping the real world into the code architecture, where real world entities are having two complex things, है ना, but there are so many similarities which we can use to code it. What is an object? An object is a self-contained unit that binds two critical elements. First is the data. डेटा माने तुम्हारा नाम, तुम्हारा सिटी, तुम्हारा यूनिवर्सिटी नेम, योर रिजल्ट, योर मार्क्स, योर एनरोलमेंट नंबर। फॉर एग्जाम्पल लेट्स टेक एग्जाम्पल ऑफ अ कार। तो कार का कार मॉडल, कार का करंट स्पीड, कार का कलर, ये सब क्या उसका डेटा हुआ। द एट्रीब्यूट्स, प्रॉपर्टी और वेरिएबल्स दैट डिफाइंड व्हाट ऑब्जेक्ट इज, जो ऑब्जेक्ट क्या है वो बताए। सेकेंड थिंग इज बिहेवियर, विच डिफाइंस वो क्या कर सकता है। स्टूडेंट क्या कर सकता है, स्टूडेंट लर्न कर सकता है, ग्रो कर सकता है, वो चल सकता है, वो ह्यूमन है, वो चल सकता है, वो दौड़ सकता है, वो खा सकता है। सो दिस सच अ थिंग्स कैन बी डन। दिस इज व्हाट बिहेवियर। लेट्स से एग्जांपल वी हैड टेकन अबाउट द कार। तो कार का ही लेते हैं, कार कैन एक्सेलरेट, ब्रेक और हॉन्क। तो दिस इज व्हाट अ सिंपल ऑब्जेक्ट इज कंटेन्ड। Object is a self-contained unit that binds two things and the behavior. Let's see the difference between object-oriented programming and the procedural programming. First is the focus. Procedural programming is primarily focused for the step-by-step logics and the functions, whereas object-oriented programming focuses on objects and their interaction with each other. Code reusability achieved by copy pasting the code and functions. We are just copy pasting the oops का यूज करके इनहेरिटेंस लगा सकते हैं, मॉड्यूलरिटी, ये सारी कॉन्सेप्ट्स है ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड प्रोग्राम की, विच वी आर गोना टू डील इन अ डिटेल। डेटा सिक्योरिटी, तो प्रोसीजरल प्रोग्रामिंग में डेटा इज ग्लोबल। ग्लोबल डेटा है मतलब कि सब एक्सेस कर सकते हैं, वो कोई हाइड नहीं होता, वो ना ही सिक्योर होता है। जबकि ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड प्रोग्रामिंग में हम उसको किसके अंदर करते हैं, बाइंड ऑब्जेक्ट के अंदर। बेस्ट सुटेबल फॉर स्मॉल स्केल मैथमेटिकल एल्गोरिथम्स एंड सिंपल टास्क, बट व्हेन यू आर गोना टू क्रिएट लार्ज स्केल एप्लीकेशंस, एंटरप्राइज सॉफ्टवेयर, देन यू नीड टू डू इज oops. So there are four main pillars of object oriented programming. First pillar is abstraction, second is encapsulation, third is inheritance, fourth is polymorphism. These are different four main concepts of object oriented program, and we are gonna to cover this whole four pillars of object oriented programming in much detail in upcoming episodes. Security and simplicity. Encapsulation ensures the security कि तुम्हारा डेटा सिक्योर है कि नहीं है. That is done by the encapsulation, where we are simply binding the data and methods in single unit object. Abstraction, which is simplicity, we are making user friendly softwares. हम हमारे एप्लीकेशन में यूज़र को ये नहीं बता रहे कि तुम्हारा डेटा इस जगह से तुमने एंटर किया, वो इससे होके हमारे पास वो ये मॉड्यूल से वो अपडेट हो रहा है, ये हम नहीं बताते। हम सिंपली क्या करते हैं, हम उसको इंटरफेस देते हैं, उसको सिर्फ जो चीज़ें बतानी होगी वही बताएंगे, हम हमारा इम्प्लीमेंटेशन नहीं बताते हैं। दैट इज़ व्हाट abstraction is. Reusability and flexibility. Reusability is inheritance. Inheritance is a obvious word which we are, it is a very common word, inheritance. So simply what we are doing is we are taking something from parents and using it a child. This is the simple phenomenon कि हम पेरेंट्स से लेके चाइल्ड में उसका यूज करेंगे तो वो रीयूज हो रहा है. We will actually understand much deeper what inheritance is in upcoming classes. Fourth is polymorphism. Polymorphism word itself tells you poly means के more and morphism is meant as forms. Polymorphism का simple मतलब होता है multiple forms. There are multiple forms of same name, same thing. Will polymorphism concept will also be understood more deeply well than overview. Let's do a quick pseudocode comparison of how procedural code that you are still writing is looks like. It looks like this. You have a global data, you have functions. One thing that you should understand over here, we are going to cover all the concepts using pseudocode programming only. We are not making a language dependent series. So this code is also a pseudocode where we declare two variables which are global and you have two methods which are manipulating the data. Let's say object oriented approach where we are created a class which is a blueprint which contains balance name, that is data which is secured by bank account class. Then we have two methods deposit and withdraw which are the behaviors, data manipulation. And after that we create the actual object and using that actual object we are doing the manipulation of behavior check. Why industry demands object-oriented programming is by organizing code into logical objects, large teams of developers can work on a same program simultaneously without stepping on others' toes. It allows modularity if a payment object has a bug. If there is a small bug in a small object, then you investigate the payment class rather than hunting thousands of lines of your procedural function. So let's see what we have achieved in the episode first. Key takeaways: procedural reaches a limit. While great for simple tasks, sequential programming results into the unmanageable spaghetti code at a scale. Object mirror reality. The OOP models software after real world entities, combining the state that is data and the behavior that is function into the single unit. Security pro structure by binding data into the specific methods, we protect variables from unauthorized global modifications. Procedural में we have global data which can be more manipulated by any function, but in a object oriented programming we are secured in a object single unit. And the four foundational pillars: encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, polymorphism forms the architectural promise of the modern systems. We are ending our first episode. We'll come up with the new episode where we are actually gonna to see what is the difference between class and objects in a much detail, that is blueprint and the building. Thanks for watching.